What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Yes, after all, it seems like Boss Baby is actually about Trump, despite Alec Baldwin and everyone else claiming it's all just one big coincidence. Without any further ado, here are all Donald Trump references in The Boss Baby 2. You're fired. First things first, we have to go back to where it all started. That is, of course, the famous phrase, "you're fired." Now, you're probably familiar with the fact that The Boss Baby stars Alec Baldwin as a suit-wearing, briefcase-carrying infant on a mission to contain family's love of puppies while escaping his new older brother. Then again, we can't go on without mentioning Baldwin's Donald Trump impersonation on Saturday Night Live. During the first film, you'll hear the phrase, "you're fired," a couple of times, and according to the screenwriter Michael McCullers, this is just a coincidence. Oh, is it? And no one can quite forget when the ex-president of the United States said these words. By any chance you forgot, here it is.
Treat our vets right. Jim, I'm sorry, you're fired. Get out of here.
So, when The Hollywood Reporter asked the screenwriter of the film, Michael McCullers, if moments like Boss Baby's golfing while delegating and the line, "you're fired," imitate Trump, they also asked if that's intentional. That is a total coincidence, said Michael. He even said that most of the animation was done before Trump was a serious contender for president. And the fact that the baby also turned out blonde sort of made him look more like Trump, but that's from 5 or 6 years ago, before Trump was considered a president. Then he added that no, the film is in no way based on Trump. It's based on an immature, sometimes greedy businessman, according to the screenwriter.
Welcome to Baby Core.
The audiences clearly made this connection because of how similar the character is to the ex-president, especially since Baldwin parodies Trump on SNL. When asked about this, Michael said that he doesn't really care about the president and the only thing he cares about is the movie. He also stated that there was no political intent to the movie, just an extra weird coincidence that Alec did Trump. Despite his comments, people still believe that the film used the ex-president of America as the biggest inspiration. This is because of plenty of references in both films, especially the second one, for which we're about to talk about later. Even if you don't look for a political statement in the movie, you'll definitely find one. Now let's get into some really interesting references, shall we?
Oh no!
You're all fired! Your pet conviction is in 2 days if he doesn't come up with a
Family business. So the second film is called Boss Baby, Family Business, and you probably wonder why. Well, if we look on the surface, the answer would be the plot. Adorable Boss Baby Ted and his brother Tim have become adults in the second part of the animated film, hence the Boss Baby 2, Family Business. The interesting plot features Ted and Tim on a mission to save the parents and restore their bond. The second film also shows that the brothers have grown apart over the years, and now in this film, the problem is Tim's growing daughter. As we previously said, this is why the Boss Baby adds family business in the name, but if we go deeper into the subject, you might get surprised. To be more precise, when you include the whole Trump comparison and connection, you can't ignore the fact that the ex-president of the United States was often involved in reports that included nepotism. Trump has been known for having relatives and close associates work in the government and profit from the presidency. Let's get deeper into this. Trump's daughter worked at the White House. Her husband worked at the White House. Rudy's son worked at the White House. Barr's son-in-law worked at the White House. Barr's daughter worked at the Treasury, and so on, hence family business.
It's not personal, it's business, Leslie.
Mannerism and character. Now, just to be clear, we did this video according to research, and none of us do in any way have any involvement in politics. Therefore, let's continue with what fans believe. Most fans notice that in the second Boss Baby film, the grown-up Tim has a lot of similarities to Trump. When you go through the internet and look for what people think about Trump, you'll stumble upon many reports that claim he's a horrible human being and a terrible role model for children. In other words, he has an awful personality. Donald Trump has once said the following words: "No president has ever done what I've done. No president has ever even come close," he says. Then again, Donald Trump is believed to be the worst president America has ever had. His mannerism and character are really similar to Tim as a baby. You remember how awful of a character this baby had in the first film, and you can be forgiven for thinking that if all you know about the Boss Baby is, in fact, Donald Trump. The film clearly features a scowling, computer-generated baby in a business suit, voiced by the one and only Saturday Night Live Trump impersonator Alec Baldwin. So yeah, maybe after all these films are about Trump. To be more precise, they're about mocking Trump in some really weird way.
The parents into zombies so they'll do whatever he wants.
What? What are you doing? No!
However, a lot of people claim this is only a fortunate marketing accident, and as the screenwriter said, the film was in the works long before Baldwin got the difficult but important role. But we need to mention that there is one difference between the Boss Baby and the ex-president of the United States. The Boss Baby had indeed an awful personality, but he's also focused, and he's actually got lots of ambition, and the feeling that his company needs to rise. Certainly, he gets lost when he finds out that things don't go the way he wants to, but he immediately pulls himself together and gets to the task. Yet another difference is that the Boss Baby works hard. What do you guys think? Does Tim hold the same manners that Trump does? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to smack that like button if you haven't done it already.
Is this some kind of a ninja boy band?
Tiny hands. Yep, we also can't believe we're getting into this. We're actually going to talk about how small Trump's hands are, and believe it or not, most people think this was an inspiration for the film to be about babies dressed up as humans. In fact, Donald Trump used his time on the national debate stage to tell America that his hands and every other part of his body were properly sized, and the internet lost it afterward.
My hands, if they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem. I guarantee.
While we're spilling facts, we need to mention that Trump does have unusually small hands. For a few months after his public statement, the world tried to measure Trump's hands, and thanks to a journalist from The Hollywood Reporter, we now know the truth. Near the exit of Madame Tussauds, the Wax Museum in New York, is a bronze cast of Trump's hand. This proved to be very helpful, and The Hollywood Reporter measured Trump's hand to be 7.25 inches from his wrist to the tip of his middle finger. And the average American male's hand is 7.61 inches long. Therefore, Trump's hand meets at the 15th percentile mark. Based on this, 85% of American men have larger hands than Trump. This is also the case with a third of women. And then the Boss Baby is the surreal, interesting creation of a baby with, of course, small hands that are often featured in the film. Yes, this theory may take things too far, but we felt like we had to mention it. The Boss Baby Family Business is also a film which raises many, many questions. Questions which we still need an answer for. But for any discussion of this film to take place, you must first accept one part of supreme logic. The Boss Baby is about Trump. You see, Boss Baby is a baby who is a self-centered boss, and that is where both the character and the comedy meet.
Not ooh, boo. The only thing
Did you guys find any reference to Donald Trump in the second Boss Baby movie that we forgot to mention? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.